Hey friends, I'm Rebecca. This is Bachi and this is Body Illumination. Welcome or welcome back. This is the morning series and today we are celebrating the summer solstice, which happens only once a year, and it is when the earth is turning and spinning on its axis around the sun and it's tilted towards the sun for the longest amount of time during a day. It's really a special day. I don't want to get too deep into the history. I want to start our yoga and Pilates flow right away, but you should definitely check out my video that I did on the summer solstice so you can get a little bit more information on the traditions, the histories, and how you might celebrate. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's coming up on June 20th. It's usually June 20th, 21st, 22nd, around that area. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then you will be celebrating the winter solstice, which I did a class on, and it's a little bit more festive in nature, so it might not be appropriate for you all. So we're going to have a beautiful long day. It's the beginning of summer, and we want to invite in all those bright colors, which I'm not really too bright today, but the reds and the yellows. You can do something fun and festive with those. You can get outside in nature. You can celebrate with music. You can go outside and be near the ocean or the beach if that's near you. And it's a wonderful time of year. So I want you to really think about all those sun energies during our flow today. And yes, we will do some sun salutations. So you're going to need a couple of blocks, and you'll also need a mat, and that's it. Breathe. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. I want you to take a moment and think about that sun energy, that vibrant energy inside of you. So more yang in nature than yin. More bright colors. Think about those bright colored chakras. Our root chakra as we move up the chakras. Let's chant the sound of Om. Inhale. And take a moment, tune into your intention. So think about what it is you want to cultivate. What are those seeds that you want to plant that will seek the nutrients from the sun and grow? And then take your arms, open them up, reach your heart up. And then release, round through the upper back. So spreading the shoulder blades away from each other. Keep this rounding, go over to your right. So I'm mirroring you. And then go over to your left. So feel the shoulder blades moving away. Come back through the center. Reach the arms up. And imagine you're a flower and you're going to tilt towards the sun. Lift your heart up towards your right. Again, I'm mirroring you. Come back to center. And then tilt towards the left. Lift your heart up to the sun. And come back to center. Reach the arms down. Roll the shoulders. Now drop your chin towards your chest and just let it drape over to your left side. And from there, you're going to take the arm out, press through the heel of your hand. A little bit of pressure maybe onto your head. Soften your face. Nice big, big breath. Inhale and exhale. Then release your head. Let your head roll through to center. Come over to the other side. Soften through the face. Reach your arm out and then push through the heel of the hand. Really open and stretch the body. Soften the face. And release. Now take your head back through to center. Roll the shoulders back. One more time. Take those arms up and back. Lift your heart up. Feel that throat chakra opening, the heart opening. And release down. Now come on forward onto your hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to start here. You're going to take your hands under your shoulders, your knees into your hips, round through the spine. And then arch, tuck your toes under. Keep the toes tucked. Press back into a downward facing dog. Now from your downward dog, I have cat fur all over me because I guess in the summer, Bachi likes to shed also. Come on forward into a high plank and then press back into your downward facing dog. So that's a nice way to find your downward dog is you shift forward, high plank, hold your high plank, and then lift your hips up and back into your downward dog. Now bend your knees, tilt your sits bones up into the sky. Then start to reach one heel into the ground and then the other. And do that again. Now from here, look forward, walk your feet towards the top edge of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Now lengthen through the spine, shoot your arms back, pull your kneecaps up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, swan dive up into the sky, reverse swan dive. And take your hands to your heart center, connect into that breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Take your hands into the earth, step back into a high plank, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Inhale, slither through Bhujangasana. Exhale, press your seat into your heels. And downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Look forward. And then step or jump your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Connect into the breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Moving on the breath. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come into the mat. Step back into your high plank. This time, lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pull the navel in towards your spine. Look forward, step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands come through to your heart. Tune into the breath. Just breathe and move on the breath. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, swan dive down in towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands into the mat, step or jump back high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay and breathe, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale for 3. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 1. Now, from here, look forward, take the right leg up into the sky, open the hip, step the right leg all the way through, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. Now, I want you to bend the arms, lift the heart, sink in a little bit deeper. Now, take your right hand onto your right hip, reach your left arm up and over to the right side. Really open up through that side body. Now from here, take that arm up and back. Hook the fingers and stretch your heart open. So hook the index finger and the middle finger and open the heart. Then take the arms down into the earth. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, sit down low, Utkatasana. Now, stay in Utkatasana, okay? So we're going to hang out here for a moment, and I want you to move your hips from side to side. So you're pulling your left hip up, and then your right hip up, and your left hip, and your right hip. Then come through to center, sit in a little bit lower, reach the arms, lift the heart. Again, bend the arms, goalpost arms, so bend your elbows, lift your heart up. Take your arms down into the earth, fold forward, then straighten through your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Step back into a high plank, lower down, low plank. Inhale, heart lifts high. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Left leg reaches into the sky, splay the hip, bend the knee, look under your right armpit. Step all the way through, drop your back knee. Let's keep the toes tucked, come on up. And sweep the arms up into the sky. Then again, from here, we're gonna take a variation. So I want you to take your left hand onto your hip, right arm reaches up and over. Come out of that side body. Then you're going to take both arms, again, index finger, middle finger, reverse your hook, lift the heart. Open that heart up. And then release, take the hands into the earth, tuck the toes, step forward and bow. Okay, bend your knees again, sit down low, Utkatasana. Hang out here. Now tilt the pelvis and tuck it under and arch. So tuck, tuck, tuck through the tail and then arch. Posterior pelvic tilt, anterior pelvic tilt. Come into that neutral position. Feel your sacrum. Feel the front side of your pelvis. Then stay with this. Lift the heels up and lower and lift and lower. Keep squeezing the legs towards each other. Lift and lower. Now lift up and hold. Keep the heels lifting high and breathe and just hang out for 3 and 2. Heels higher and 1. Now drop the heels. Come all the way up to stand and inhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment, breathe. Then take your hands behind you so your fingertips are facing up. You're going to press your hands into your hips. Lift your heart up and back. And just take a moment. Let nature do the work here. There's no rush at all. Just move into the pose and let your body find its way into it. Gentle standing back bend, so you might be gazing forward or up or all the way up. Then come all the way back up to stand. Reach the arms back up. Exhale, dive down in towards the earth. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands come into the mat. Step back into your high plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, lift the heart. Now, if you want to, come with me. Go back into your low plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Okay, step your right leg forward between your hands. Stay here with this, and then you're going to drop the back knee down, okay? So we're going to pivot. You're going to turn and drop down. You can use your blocks here if you want to. Coming into Skandasana, so you can stay up here, come down here. And I want you to, on this variation, lift the toes up, okay? So hang out and breathe. Take your hands to your heart. If you want to, take one arm back and reach the other arm up. Now watch, we're going to come back through to the front of our mat. Again, you're going to climb up onto the ball of your back foot. Bend your knees, reach your hand onto your front thigh, and just hang out here for a moment. So square the hips towards that front edge of your mat, and you're going to pulse down, and pulse, and pulse. Now drop the tailbone down, pulse, pulse, heels lifted, pulse, and pulse. Now hold, reach the arms, lift the heart. Now the hands come down into the earth. You're going to lift your back leg up, okay? So it's like you're coming into a standing split, but you're going to hang out here and lift the back leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift, 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 lift high. Bend the knee. Bring the knee to the outside of your front foot, okay? And then have a seat. Sit up tall. Squeeze the knee in towards your chest. You're going to stay with this. You can sit on a block if you'd like. And you're going to reach your right hand behind you. Push it into the earth. Reach your left arm up into the sky. Now get long through that left side body. Exhale and twist. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, counter twist to the other side. Now face towards your knees. You're going to stack your top knee, your right knee, on top of your left. Okay? So the knees are stacked, the heels come out to the side, grab onto your big toes, roll the shoulders back. So stay with this, or if you'd like to, you can take a couple of blocks, rest your chest on your blocks or your forehead. And if you'd like to, you can stay with this, or you can take your arms behind you, squeeze your palms into a fist. Come on forward. Okay, now inhale, come on up, release wherever you are. You're going to uncross the legs, balance for a moment, grab onto your big toes. Take your legs up for a boat pose. Hold here for 5 and 4 and 3. Lift the heart, 2 and 1. Now bend your knees, come onto your back side. Okay, we're going to stay on our back for a moment, okay? You're going to keep the lower back reaching into the earth. Windshields, wipe your legs from side to side. And then tuck the tail, lower back into the earth, and then arch. Do that again. Tuck the tail and arch. Now find your neutral spine. Lift the right leg, lift the left leg. Okay, now keep that neutral spine, so pulling the ribs in like a corset. Start to lower the legs. 1, 2, 3, and then lift. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. Navel is towards your spine the whole time. Lower. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. Lower. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3. Pull the sits bones towards each other. Lower. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3. Stay here. Kick the right leg up. Grab on behind the leg. Left leg is long. Tuck the chin. Lift your head and shoulders and pull, pull, and pull, pull. And stretch, stretch, and stretch, stretch. Gaze into your abdomen. Stretch, stretch, and stretch, stretch. And stretch, 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 stretch. Breathing, stretch, stretch, and stretch, stretch, and stretch, stretch, and stretch, stretch. Now bend your knees, lower your head. So we are going to extend the right leg, keep the left leg bent, roll onto your belly, onto the right side. Okay, so we're here. You're going to stay on your belly. And listen, what we're going to do, I have to move the candles out of the way. So what you're going to do is you're going to stay and move to your right hip. Come through to center. Move to your left hip. Now try to move with the core, okay, not with the arms. And again, roll. So initiate with the core. Come back to center. Roll. Come back to center. Do that again. Roll. Come back to center. If you need to, you use your hand, but I want you to try not to. So you can put the hand there, but try not to move with that. Okay, then from here, you're going to drop your forehead down, wiggle out your hips. Give them a nice little wiggle. Bend your knees, big toes touch. Now lift, 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 and lift, and release. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Push your toes into the earth. and push forward and through into upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Okay, again, let's look forward. Step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, sit down low, Utkatasana. Again, fierce pose. So fierce pose for a fierce day, fierce part of the summertime, opening up the heart like the sun, fierce and strong. And then this time lift up all 10 toes, reach them into the earth, sit in a little lower. Okay, now with this, check this out. You're going to push the outside edges of your feet into the earth. You're going to sit down a little bit lower and then come up. And sit down a little bit lower and come up. And one more time, sit down a little bit lower and hold and breathe for 3 and for 2 and 1. Hands come through to your heart, bow down into the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Step the right leg back, drop the back knee. Now, again, we're going to stay with this. You're going to pivot your toes coming into Skandasana. Again, with this variation, toes are up. Hands to the heart or to blocks or come all the way down. Again, another option. Hand comes down, lift the arm up. Take the hands down into the earth. Let's release this, pivot back towards that edge of your mat. Come onto the ball of your foot so your heel is lifted. Come all the way up. You're going to press your hands into your front thigh. So trying to find that neutral alignment. Drop the tailbone down and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the arms forward, reach them back behind you, press the palms together into a fist, reverse the grip, lift the heart, sink in a little lower. Now hands come up and down, lift the back leg up, and again, like you're in a standing split, you're going to pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, open the back of the leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend your knee, bring it to the outside of your left foot. Okay? And have a seat. Okay, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. Pull the knee in towards your chest. Left arm reaches back behind you. Right arm reaches up, bring it to the outside of that leg and twist. Then come back through to center. Inhale, exhale, counter twist. Take your time, face back towards the edge of your mat. Stack your knees. Okay? Again, lifting up nice and tall. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers and then start to fold if you'd like. Rinsing out those hips. Or optional, take your arms behind you if you want to. This time, come into a reverse prayer. Palms pressing together, fingertips reaching up your back. And then inhale, start to come all the way back up. Exhale, release. Roll out your wrists. Take your legs back in towards you, balance here, and grab onto your big toes, and let's do a rocker. Lift your legs up, bring them together, open them up, bring them together, open them up. Hang out here, so you're welcome to stay here, or the backs of your legs, and rock back, and rock up and balance. Or bend your legs, rock back, rock up and balance. Or keep hold of those toes, use the core to lift you. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Then pull the legs towards each other, reach the arms, hold for 5 and for 4. Remember to smile for 3, 2, and 1. Come on down into the earth. Let out a nice sigh. Okay, so to end our summer solstice, we are going to take a block between the shoulder blades, okay? So, if you haven't taken the morning series before, it's usually anywhere from 10, 20, 30 minutes practice. It's just to start your day. So you're going to take the block. You can take it the short way, or like this, or you can take it the long way, or weave it right between the shoulder blades, which I'm going to do this morning because I really need a nice big hard opening. And you're welcome to use another block back here if you want to. Whatever feels appropriate. Close your eyes, tune into the breath. Let out a big sigh. Okay, now if you want to, you're welcome to come off your blocks and come onto your back. You can even take the blocks underneath your knees and stay here with Baddha Konasana and Supta Baddha Konasana. Or move into full final relaxation with your legs extended in Shavasana. Close your eyes, let out a nice sigh. And just bask in that sun. The sun of the summer. First day of summer for most of us, at least. Okay, now deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers, your toes, stretch open your jaw, maybe tap your face, just massage your face with little taps in your temple and your jaw. Wiggle out your toes. My toes are tapping while my fingers are tapping. Move your blocks away, roll over onto your right side, come on up to sit. And let's just end our practice together. Bring your hands to your heart center. I hope wherever you are that you have a beautiful, beautiful day. If you're celebrating the summer solstice, then do something that makes you feel warm and alive like the summer sun. Bring your hands up to your third eye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, namaste. If you want to check out more of Body Illumination, check out our morning series. I'll show some links above, and check out our playlist, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell. That's really important. Otherwise, you won't be notified of the next videos that come out. And also subscribe at bodyillumination.com. Check out our newsletter and add Rebecca at bodyillumination.com to your mailbox. And it's Rebecca with a K. REBEKAH at bodyillumination.com. So add that to your mailbox and look for some exciting news from me. Have a beautiful night. Thank you and namaste.